Join me as I make a blast from my childhood past, goulash, one of those big pot meals that my mom would put together to feed a crowd. And when I say a crowd, I mean just me and my little brother, but he ate like a crowd. So she knew she could fill him up with this dish. I'm starting with 2 pounds of lean ground beef in my pot, and to that I'm going to add a whole onion and a whole bell pepper chop, and I'm going to cook that down with my meat. And I'm going to add to that some garlic powder, some onion powder, also some black pepper, some chili powder, just a little, also some smoked paprika, and some Worcestershire sauce. I think that's how you say it, Worcestershire sauce, whatever, that stuff. Some of that into the pot. And I'm going to end up adding 3 cans of the fire roasted diced tomatoes. I think these are 14-ounce cans. So that's the 3rd can going in. I did not drain them. And 1 large can of tomato sauce. I think this is like a 28-ounce or 29-ounce, something like that. And get all of that out. Now, I did not drain my meat because I am using a very lean ground beef. But if you're not, you may want to drain it. Into this goes 1 whole 1-pound box of elbow macaroni or whatever kind of pasta you choose to use. And I'm just going to add a little bit of water to that. Now to this, I'm going to add some Italian sofrito that I got from Trader Joe's, about 2 heaping teaspoons of this, or just regular Italian seasoning, which is what my mom would have used. Mix that in. Then I'm also going to add to this a bay leaf. I'm only going to add 1 good sized bay leaf, but you could add more if you like. I'm the type of person, I just like a little bay leaf. I don't like too much bay leaf. I can taste it if it's too much in there. So I'm just going to use the 1. But you make yours according to your taste. Of course, that's with any recipe. Give that a stir. We're going to allow this to simmer. I think I set my timer for like 10 minutes. And then I came back to check it after 10 minutes, and it was at a rolling boil at this point. But the noodles were just about done, almost al dente. So I want to give it a good stir, and then I'm gonna cut the heat down some more. Right now it's only on medium heat. It looks like it's on high, but it's not. It's just on medium heat. But when you have that top on there, it'll really get to going. So I'm gonna put the top back on there, turn it down a little bit, I come back and check it, and now it is completely done. It's ready to go. I'm gonna let it go a little bit more, and it's gonna absorb some more liquid. But in the meantime, I'm gonna add a little salt, because you notice I didn't add salt before, and a little good pinch of sugar. That's optional. And you're going to taste it at this point and see, does it need anything else? And mine was pretty good. After this point, I really didn't need to add anything else. I did give it a taste. The noodles were getting really good and tender. The last step, and this is optional, is I put an 8-ounce bag of sharp shredded cheese in mine. This optional. My mother also would add vegetables too. She would add some corn, some green beans. I did too. When my children were small, I did add the vegetables, but this time around I did not add the vegetables, but I did add the cheese. And now I want to make some garlic toast for this. Now, my mother did not make a whole lot of cornbread when we were growing up. She made it sometimes, but we used to have a lot of garlic toast. So I'm going to make some garlic toast. I'm using 1 stick of salted butter. To that, I'm going to add just some regular Italian seasoning. And then I'm also going to add some garlic powder. And something that is not traditional in this, but I like to add just a little bit of black pepper. That's just me. You don't have to do that. And just a little pinch of salt. Even though I'm using salted butter, I still add just a little teeny tiny pinch of salt. But that's just for my taste. You do it according to your taste. I melt this in the microwave and give it a good mix. And then I'm going to get ready to slice my bread. Now you can put this on any kind of bread you want. I'm going to use just a regular baguette that I got from the grocery store. I'm going to slice it up. And because I feel a little fancy today, I'm going to slice it at an angle or a diagonal, however you want to call it. I will place these slices on a parchment lined baking sheet, and then I'm going to go ahead and brush them with my garlic butter. And I am going to brush both sides of it. So I like garlic toast, so that's what I'm going to do. The more butter, the better, if you ask me. Butter makes everything better. So flipping them over, and I'm going to brush the other side with my garlic butter. And these will bake in a preheated oven at 400 degrees. I did set my timer for 10 minutes, and I did not flip them, but you can if you want. I set them up on a higher rack, so I really didn't need to flip them. They turned out just fine without me going in and flipping them. So 10 minutes exactly at 400 degrees seemed to work for me, and this is what they look like when they came out. They were nice and crispy, but not too crisp. I don't like mine's too crisp. I still like a little chew in mine's. And so here is our finished goulash. You can see all that liquid has been absorbed. It has just been sitting here over on low in the meantime, and it's time to bowl it up. Now, I meant to get me some little green onions to go on top of this, and I completely forgot. You can also add some additional cheese on top. That would be nice. But this is dinner, and this is my 1980s goulash.